أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Surah Yaseen. I begin in the name of Allah, the most affectionate, the most merciful. Section 2, verse number 13. وَاضْرِبْ لَهُمْ مَثَلًا أَصْحَابَ الْقَرْيَةِ إِذْ جَاءَهَا الْمُرْسَلُونَ And narrate to them signs of people of a city when there came to them a messenger. And in the commentary it is mentioned, by city here is meant either Intakia or Rumia. Intakia was established on 12 square miles. It contained many fountains and mountains. It was strong and was fortified with well-protected walls. And this mentioned Khuzainul Irfan. Its citizens were polytheists. Rumia too was a big and beautiful city. In it there were 1,000 public baths and 1,000 hotels. These cities are situated within the boundaries of Rome. And this is mentioned in Ruhul Mani. Verse number 14. إِذْ أَرْسَلْنَا إِلَيْهِمُ اثْنَيْنِ فَكَذَّبُوهُمَا فَعَزَّزْنَا بِثَالِثٍ فقالوا إِنَّا إِلَيْكُمْ مُرْسَلُونَ When we sent to them 2 messengers, they belied them, so we strengthened them with a third. Now they all said, surely we have been sent to you as messengers. Ayah number 15. قالوا ما أنتم إلا بشر مثلنا وما أنزل الرحمن من شيء إن أنتم إلا تكذبون. They replied, you are not but men like us, and the most affectionate has sent down nothing. You are only lying. And in the commentary, this is quite a long commentary, but I'll try my best to mention it best as I can, inshaAllah. By Mursaleen is meant the messenger or envoys of Hazrat Isa, on whom be peace, Sadiq, Saduq and Shamun, who were sent to propagate in Intakia or Rumia. Sadiq and Saduq went early and Shamun went later. Some have said that the names of these two were Yahya and Yunus. Sadiq and Saduq were their appellation. Tafsir Ruhul Mani, the 2 disciples of Hazrat Isa, on whom be peace, Yohana or Yahya and Yunus, were called Sadiq and Saduq. When they reached Constantinople, they met an old man grazing sheep at the edge of the city. His work was to carve idols. Therefore, he was called a designer or a carver. His present appellation, Shoaib Yaseen, is because he has been mentioned in Surah Yaseen in the following words. Translation: and from the remote part of the city there came a man running. These 2 preached to Habib Najir, who asked them the proof for them being on the path of truth. They replied, they provide cure for the blind and the lepers, with the permission of Allah Almighty. On hearing this, Habib presented his sick boy to them, whom they cured. Seeing this, Habib accepted faith. This news spread quickly in the city, and soon a huge crowd began to gather around these pious servants of Allah Almighty, seeking cure. In this way, many people turned to them and accepted faith. The king's name was Yamnatis and his appellation was Sahlahan. His courtiers belied him, and the king imprisoned the two disciples. In that, when Hazrat Isa, on whom be peace, received the news of the imprisonment of Yohana and Yunus, he sent the third disciple, Sharmun, there. Through the clear plan, Sharmun sought presence before the king and became one of the king's personal disciples. Due to this clever plan, he freed both the disciples and brought them to the court of the king. When the king requested a miracle from them, they brought a dead person back to life. Thereafter, the three of them preached to the king, which resulted the king and many of his courtiers accepting faith. But the majority of the people remained infidels, and they were destroyed through divine punishment. To call the prophets ordinary people like themselves has always been the practice of the infidels. However, these just personalities calling themselves as human beings in an act of excellence on their part, this is the conversation of those people who did not accept faith. The author of Ruhul Bayan has written that even the king was unable to declare his faith due to the fear of people. From this we learn that the rejection of the companions of the Prophet is rejection of the Prophet. And the rejection of the Prophet is indeed the rejection of Allah. The people of Antakya were destroyed because they had rejected the companions of Hazrat Isa, on whom be peace. Sallu ala al-Habib Sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.